4 games to go, 2 of them over this Easter weekend, starting here at Gainsborough for Salford City. Trinity are winless here at the North Home since October, and against Salford they'll be keen to put their right as they fight to avoid relegation. The Ammies obviously coming into this one looking to put last week's draw at Harrogate Town behind them, where they conceded 3 penalties in the last 10 minutes, something nearly unheard of in any game of football at any level, and they're hoping to cut those mistakes out this afternoon.
As we've seen all season, Michael Nottingham likes to get forward and really attack, and sometimes that does leave Salford a bit exposed at the back, but when you've got somebody like John Johnson playing on that right wing and the pace that he's got, he can easily catch up, so you know it's a relief in a way to see that.
Gainsborough in here, mistaking the middles. Now Nathan Jarman bearing on goal, goes for low shot and it creeps in at the far post, and Gainsborough take the lead after 6 minutes. It was an error in the middle and Jarman latched onto it down the middle from just outside the edge of the box, fired it past Jay Lynch, who couldn't quite reach it, and Gainsborough had the lead here. Just in case you Salford pushing too high at the pitch, I mean they're still very high up now. Simon Grant is on the halfway line. Jay Lynch, by quite a way, is the only player in the Salford half, and they've just been caught out by it.
They definitely have. I mean, over the past couple of minutes, Salford have dominated proceedings in a way. Most of the game has been played out in Gainsborough's half, and that has, it's just caught people out, and it's a lapse of concentration, and it'd be nothing but annoyed by it.
Walker be looking to cross this ball in from the right hand side towards the back post. It comes off the bar, comes Craig King, and he I don't quite know what he's done there. I think he swung and he's missed it and the ball's bounced off his feet. Now Gainsborough can break forward. Josh Lacey plays it in the middle. Johnston gets back and makes interception, and it's out for a throw in to Gainsborough. But what a great ball in from Sam Walker.
The Easter weekend is a great weekend for football and a good reason to travel if your team's away. And it's nice to see, these fans making this commitment to make a 2-hour journey to a game.
Gainsborough again looking to get forward. It's Jordan Fewlis gets past Stephen O'Halloran on the right hand side, cuts inside Scott Burst as well. It's still going on since left foot, sends it through to Chalaka. Last hit challenge from Billy Priestley to block Chalaka's shot. Salford again just open up far too easily there. Can you cast any thoughts on what it is about travelling away, given that it was such a strong point last season as well?
I'm not too sure. We just don't seem to be the biggest fans of away games at the moment, and I don't know really what you can put it down to. It might be the truth.
It's a good ball forward. Jordan Hume's in here. Nicholson was unsure. Jordan Hume, good save by Nicholson. He came out off his line well, was smothered that as Hume tried to dip it over him. On the far side, throw comes in towards the near post, headed clear by Nottingham, and Scott Burton gets his boot on it, gets it clear. Phoenix on the halfway line, battling, turning past his man. He's done well there. Mike Phoenix is now charging down the left hand side, holding off Chippendale. Phoenix puts it across the face of goal. Jordan Hume just behind it. It was a good run from Phoenix, a very good run in fact. And Hume just unable to slide in the middle. He put it in exactly the right place to do so, and just couldn't quite get it on target there. And Michael Nottingham will be looking to get it into the box. Goes to the byline. Craig King's the one who picks it up. Again to byline, gets a good cross into the middle. Headed clear though by Jack McGovern. Comes to Walker. Walker narrowly over the bar, took on the half volley, advancing on towards goal, and just couldn't quite get enough depth in it to go onto the crossbar, but he certainly got the power on that one. Walker with the corner from the far side, heading towards the near post, flicked onto the roof of the net by Mike Phoenix. Doesn't look like the best of corners, but Phoenix certainly took advantage of it, and unlucky to see that one dip just over the roof of the net and nestle. Comes in towards the near post, flicks on into the middle. Sam Walker clears it for Salford. Now Salford can look to break if they can. Jordan Hume picks up on the halfway lines, falls back into his own half, but he does play it forward. Headed clear by Jack McGovern. Sam Walker though plays a lovely ball out to the right hand side to Nottingham. Nottingham just needs to get the cross right, gets it in for Johnston, stretching for it just in front of him, unable again by inches to get that contact on the cross. It was almost inch perfect. Scott Burton does win it for Salford though. Johnston's free on the left hand side. Burton instead squares it to O'Halloran. O'Halloran now with a chance to get it out to Johnson. He does so very tight on the touchline, but it's kept in. Back into Burton. Comes off the heels of Fewlis, but O'Halloran picks up, gets across into the middle. It's cleared by Lacey. Just before it could come to Jordan Hume. Gainsborough get out on clear, but it's won back again by Scott Burton. Headed Jarman, plays it to Graham with the ball into Johnson. It's the good touch to get past his man, still going. Johnson right-footed, puts it just past the far post, just outside the edge of the box. It was a lovely touch to get past Josh Lacey there, but he just couldn't quite produce the same as we saw last week. It's Michael Nottingham. Men in the box, Phoenix is there. Nottingham just needs to try and get the cross in, squares it back instead to Walker. Salford narrowing their angle here as Walker plays it back out to Johnson on the left-hand side. Heavy touch in field. Jarman sliding in to take it away from Johnson, but it comes back to Grand. Grand with that ball, it's a good one down the middle for Jordan Hume. Turns past his man as well on the edge of the box. Hume tackled well by Michael Jacklin. Comes Burton with the rocket shots this time. And this one definitely was from over 40 yards, but it is well saved by Nicholson. You've got to say that Gainsborough haven't been great going forward onto these balls over the top. Salford is still playing the higher line.
No, they've not been great at all, really. And, you know, the majority of stuff that's been sent forward towards the Salford goal has been dealt with quite well.
Walker does well there from 30 yards, goes for a shot, and it again just bounces wide to the far post. Had plenty of space there. We're saying about the space in midfield, and again, Walker taking advantage, and Salford just creeping closer and closer. In the position they're in as well, I mean, Stalybridge just tweeted asking us for a goal. At the moment, this would put Gainsborough on 34 points. It's not quite enough to go ahead of Worcester, who's still drawing, but it would certainly help their fight against relegation. Salford coming forward now, though. Craig King on his right foot, goes to shot, blazes it over the bar. Well caught in the crowd there, to be fair. Salford fans behind that goal. Lynch with the free kick. Hume at the edge of the box, again battling with Jacklin for it. Both of them gone down. Shot comes in, rifled by Horton from the edge of the box there. Definitely would have had Nicholson beaten, but it beat the post as well, unfortunately for him. He scored a pretty good goal last week. He'll be looking to do one better than JJ.
That one would have been better than his goal last week.
Ball into the box, punch cleared by Nicholson. And Burton in the middle now, plays out to right hand side, brought down by Nick Horton. Horton ball into middle, Nottingham with the shot, just over the bar. It rolled through quite fortuitously for him, and it's just over the bar. It's unlucky there for Nottingham.
The suggested added time, you know how they calculate it. You know, sometimes it's a bit generous and more time is given than should be, but 6 minutes is just taking a mick, surely.
Josh Hine with the rugby tackle there on Jack McGovern. And now it's all kicking off on the Gainsborough bench. That was stupid from Josh. He's driving it away. Driving away with the ball, he's brought it down. And he's just jumped into the back of McGovern there and he's tackling him down by the neck. There's going to be more retribution in cards here. And you know what? This afternoon's just been, I think, what you can describe as a shambles.
It definitely has, and you know, this sums it up.
And there's the second yellow. Billy Preece sent off. Silly from him. You know what? Josh is lucky to get away with nothing there. It was silly from Billy to get involved, but Josh lucky to get away with nothing.
That's quite amazing, really, because, you know, Josh Hine is the one that has, you know, instigated that whole thing, but it's unneeded.
Hine again got the chance to get a long throw into the box from just in front of the away dugout. Goes in towards the near post. Headed clear by Salt. Comes to Horton. Horton on the edge of the box. Gets good cross in. O'Halloran with the diving header. Off the line by Nicholson. And Paul just misses it. That was a great save by the keeper. That was the chance for Stephen O'Halloran. Had no right to be up there, but he did well to get there. He got plenty of power on the header, but anywhere but there when Nicholson was standing and palmed it away. And that was the one. Salt with the throw. Kidderminster have won 1-0. Chorley have won 1-0. Salford needs something out of this. Bailey King from the edge box goes to the shots over the bar. Luckily for Jay Lynch, Donnell Bailey King giving far too much space there at the edge of the area. Salford needs to push forward. This is going to be a last chance saloon. Hine, long throw into box, doesn't beat the first man. Referee blows full-time whistle. Gainsborough Trinity 1, Salford City 0. Dave Freffington has his first win as manager at Gainsborough, thanks to Nathan Jarman's goal early in the first half. But for Salford, that's a horror show. And there are a lot of things that need to be answered for Monday's game against Curzon Ashton.